Welcome everybody. This is the Pisces full moon. My God, it's been such an intense lead up to today that right up until about 40 minutes ago, actually an hour ago, I genuinely thought it was going to be an Aquarius full moon because that's how floaty and dreamy and intense it's been. Just what could I say? It's been crazy. Welcome to everybody. This is the Aquarius full moon. Oh God. I'm not even going to edit this. I was thinking I might, but you know what? No, that just tells you where my head's at. It's just been crazy. Dreamy, Pisces, Neptunian, full moon, intense energy. I think it peaks about 1800 hours, which is what, 6 p.m.-ish. No one's on the call yet with me today, so maybe it's just meant to be me, which is perfect. In the meantime, I'll draw a card for the collective. It's been really full on. I've been doing a lot of personal stuff and to such a degree, I've been so intensely involved in a new project that I actually didn't even get an invitation or a Facebook event out. So it's just been nuts. And I've been so focused on this project that we're going to be launching, we've launched it already, which is called the Psychosomatics Collective with 3 other amazing psychosomatic practitioners. So just getting all this stuff organised and ready, which has been intense, and I did not do one post or one event or anything getting ready for today. I knew it was coming up in my mind, but, of course, I'm not telling you guys. So huge apologies for not getting an event out until today, because it's probably left it incredibly late. But there you go. This is what's going on. It's been a crazy time, really, really crazy time. So let's draw a card for the collective and see what's going on. This dreamy energy is very floaty. It's very watery, and it's kind of timely because today here in Brisbane, after about 8 or 10 weeks of no rain in winter, we have actually had incredible rainfall coming through the southeast area of Queensland finally. So it's taken the edge off this incredible dryness that we've all been feeling. So it's kind of, it's timely. This watery energy starting to kick in, and it's a watery, full moon today. Very watery. It started last night, the rain, I could hear it on the roof, and here it is. So grateful for that, grateful for the shift in the energy and the bringing down to earth and the wateriness on some levels, but it's a bit intense. Beautiful card for the collective. It's called Flowering. So this card is really showing me that this full moon is really beautiful. It has an opportunity for us to have a good look at what it is we are sowing the seeds for in our life. What have we been spending a lot of time grounding and placing down the foundation stones for? Because what's going to happen as a result of this full moon energy is all the things that you have done a lot of work to do actually are going to start to show the results. You'll start to feel it. There's going to be a big shift. And I think that that's what we all need. So I'm just going to move the card a little bit more comfortably and rest my elbow because I'm wobbling everywhere. So this is it. It's flowering. All the seeds that we've sown, everything that we've been toiling the soil, we've been turning it, we've been fertilizing it, but now we're actually going to start to see the results, the flowering of the seeds that we've sown. Can't speak. Oh my God. So beautiful card, beautiful opportunity to have a good look at this. It's a very beautiful, very feminine energy. It's, of course, Pisces. It's watery, naturally feminine, but not as feminine, of course, as some of the other water energies where, Scorpio is very masculine but very sexy, and then Cancer is very feminine and very homely. So the Pisces energy, this one here, this is also about our spiritual life. What have we sown the seeds for in our spiritual world? What part of us has been looking to understand and know more or integrate more? And finally, all the questions we've been answering about the esoteric world, our spiritual world, our inner world, our world of connection to the divine is starting to show the connection. You'll start to see it. You'll start to see the divine synchronicities, the meeting the right people, all the things that you have put in place to feel like you're not just, some kind of mechanical, roty kind of what's the word I'm looking for, where you're just mechanically living your life. It's more than that. Our life is beautiful. It's energetic. It's flowy. It's got energy there that we don't often see, and we often are looking for more. And this will start to show all the things that you would like to see, that are going to show you that you are living more than just a getting up and going to work and coming home and feeding yourself, and it's all done sort of mechanically. It's going to show you that there's more to your life than what you've been living with for the last couple of months, or even probably years. So this is a beautiful card for the collective to realize, yep, it's all coming home to roost. Everything that you have sown the seeds for is going to start to show itself and show up in the most surprising and unexpected ways. I nearly said unsurprising, but that's not what I wanted to say. Unexpected and surprising ways that are going to, they're going to be beautiful, and they're going to be, a bit shocking too in some cases, because things you thought that things you'd given up on. That's the other thing I think that's really worth remembering. Things that you'd done sown the seeds, left them alone, kind of forgotten about them, which is a good thing, because then they're not like plucking at the energy and trying to make it be something it's not ready for. But now it's ready. It's really going to come home, and you're going to start to see it all. So that's a beautiful card for the collective. And since it's only me here today, and if anybody else joins me in the next couple of minutes, well then, yay, they'll get a card as well. But in the meantime, it's just me today, and it's probably a good thing. So this is actually a beautiful card for me. This is reminding me that I need to be really tuning into the inner vision the inner voice, actually, sorry, the inner voice. And the image that's really jumped at me is the flowy lines coming down into the crescent moon, down from the heavens, so to speak. That's really sort of like really jumping at me in that image. It's quite powerful. So it's all about listening. I really need to be in a place of deep listening over the next 2 weeks, excuse me, making the most of what's coming through, divine messages, whether it's just for myself and also for anybody else. It's going to be a really clear channel, and I need to be listening carefully and taking note of everything, because there's going to be lots of really powerful information coming through, which may come through as messages for everybody else as well. But in the meantime, there's probably something I need to listen to too. So I'm really taking heed of that. So it's a beautiful card. So if I'm looking at this card as an overview, we've got this amazing flowering where everything we've sown the seeds of is quite beautiful. And it's going to come home to roost. We're going to start to see the results of all the seeds we've sown, because we'll be going into that flowering phase. And then the last card here is that since we're in this powerful energy of Neptune and the spiritual realms, then maybe there's some messages coming through for everybody. So stop and listen, people. There's a lot to be gained for listening to your inner voice, hearing the intuition, really tuning into what that inner voice has to say. Because as it works, and when you think about the word intuition, it's inner tuition. It's our inner teaching, and there's always something to learn. Always something to learn. So it's highly likely that there'll be a lot of messages coming from the divine, and listening to our inner voice is going to be putting in the little earbuds and tuning in and really listening and taking note of what's being said, because chances are, as I've mentioned before, you've possibly actually put up a request for more connection in sowing your seeds, and now that's how it's going to start to come through. It's going to be quite beautiful. Sowing seeds, listening to the inner voice, because the divine connection you've been requesting at some point in time, which you lay the seeds for and lay the foundations for a while ago, is all going to start to come and show up, and it's going to be really powerful. And for some people, it's going to be very, very loud. I'm looking at those wavy lines, and they're actually reminding me kind of like sound waves. So tune in, people. There's a lot to be taken in, and there's a lot of messages coming through. So take heed of what you've been told by your inner voice, and put them into play where is relevant for you. You know what that is. You know exactly what it is right for you. If you're unsure, then check in with someone else and just go, oh, I'm not going crazy here, am I? I'm listening to voices. Chances are they might be hearing similar voices, and it's like, nah, we're not crazy. It's like the amplification. The amplification is rising as our energy shifts, and as we move through into these higher frequencies. The amplification of what it is that we need to be listening to is actually getting stronger. So we're starting to hear more, and we need to take heed of what we're listening to. So that's the Pisces full moon reading. Thank you so much for watching the video. It's really lovely that I get this opportunity to do so. I'm actually going to be changing platforms. I'm going to move to Facebook Live as opposed to these readings. So I'll still do the events, and I'll still invite people to come and join me on them, but I'm going to do them Facebook Live, and that gives people an opportunity to come and join the call and say hello. If you said hello to me, you'll get a reading. If you don't say hello and you just want to watch it, then that's brilliant too. It's all perfect, because there's always a message for everybody, no matter what card comes up. When you read and hear about what the cards have to say, you'll know exactly where it is that these cards are going to be relevant for you in your life. And if that's the reading you need, perfect. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, everybody. Until next time, it's going to be the Virgo new moon in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks time, and I'll make sure I put an event out for everybody. And next time, it's not going to be a Zoom Live, just a reminder. It's actually going to be Facebook Live. So I'm going to step up the energy and actually move into more of an interactive platform. Thanks, everybody, and we shall see you soon.